Hello, my name's Scott and welcome to the Living History School. Today we'll be looking at the Atlatl. The Atlatl is basically a spear thrower, and to make a spear thrower, all it is basically a hook and a stick. So I made these. We at the Living History School we do a lot of programs for the public, and so we have a lot of kids that come out here. So instead of trying to go out and make a spear from natural materials and using actual feathers, we use actually duct tape here at the Living History School for practice spears. And this is a good way that you can actually go out and make a lot of spears like the ones you see behind me here up against the barn. It's a good way to make some really quick spears. If I went out and actually put feathers on all these and had kids throw them, they would be ruined pretty fast. So this is a way we can make your own arrows, or your own spears out of duct tape and cane. We have some cane here, and then basically what I did was I took some square stock of wood, and I basically put a piece of doweling in the end here. See right here in the end, you can see right here, and then I just sharpened it, and this makes really quick atlatls for people to use. As again, it's a lot easier than going out into the woods and having to cut a lot of them for a program if you wanted to show a lot of people how to use an atlatl spear. An atlatl, and I'll explain to you basically what an atlatl is. Again, it's a hook stick that's where you're actually pushing the spear through the air from this hook. So basically what I'll do is I'll shut off the video here and I'll set up and actually throw the atlatl and explain how it works. So let me stop the video here and we'll do that. So what we have is an atlatl is basically an extension of your arm. If you had an arm that was, say, 6 or 7 feet long, you'd be able to throw a spear a lot longer and a lot faster if you had an arm that was long. So basically you're using this as an extension of your arm. And what it is you're actually pushing the spear through the air from the back. So it's hooks into the back. What you do is you get yourself a piece of cane or a bamboo or a stick, and you try to hollow out the end and make a little socket, and that's what fits in the back here. And then you're basically, your stance is like this, and you're thrusting it through the air, pushing it from the back out. And then the next shot I'll get, you can actually see it going through the air here. So I'm going like this, I'm pushing it out into the air. And basically atlats were used before the invention of the bow and arrow for hunting large megafauna like bison and mammoths and things. And then eventually the bow and arrow was developed here in North America, and then the atlatl fell out of use. But it is still used by Aborigines, or was used by Aborigines and people up in the Arctic region for hunting in kayaks and things. But it was used all throughout the world, and it's a very valuable instrument for pushing or thrusting a spear through the air at great distances, as you'll see here in just a second. So I'm going to walk out here and shoot the spear towards that fence there. Hopefully you'll be able to see it, or out towards that big tree. So what I'm doing is I'm thrusting the spear through the air. So I'm just going to do it very lightly here. And that's pretty much it. I can put a lot more thrust on it, but that's basically how an atlatl works. So thank you for joining me here at the Living History School today, and hopefully you learned a little bit about atlatls. The atlatl, of course, was used before the invention of the bow and arrow, and hopefully you'll subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.